morning, almost 8 minutes past 8 on BBC Radio Shropshire. Now, a question. Have you noticed your phone or tablet perhaps getting hotter than usual with the recent weather? Now, there are ways to cool your tech down, but something you should not do is put it in a fridge or freezer. Jamie Farnell runs a phone repair shop in Wem and says he's being flooded with people coming in with both heat and water-related damage. He says the heat has led to an iPad's lithium battery exploding in his shop. Jamie's been telling all to our reporter, Charlie Stubbs.
People are seeing these tips where people are putting phones in the fridge, freezer, literally, but it's not safe to do it, because if you put it in a fridge or a freezer, there's a risk of moisture that can get in the phone, and then when it does dry out, the moisture, the condensation, turns into water. No phone's waterproof, they're water resistant, but that's in lab conditions. So any sort of moisture that gets in a phone can start to corrode, make moist to your phone. But the thing is, we've had phones and iPads in the shop that have literally exploded. We've had an iPad recently explode in the shop because it was left in direct sunlight. The battery swells, the gases in the battery expand, and then it can swell your phone, pushes the screen out, and then it can cause a fire.
How was that? Having a fire in the middle of your shop?
Yeah.
From somebody.
Well, I panicked. We have got a fire extinguisher literally underneath the cabinet, but in the moment, you just panic and you don't know what to do. So the first thing I thought was to get the iPad away from myself and all my equipment. So I chucked it on the floor. My partner then calmly came in with a wet tea towel and put it over it.
That's Jamie Farnell from Shropshire Phone Repairs in Wem, talking to our reporter Charlie Stubbs about the dangers of technology overheating in the weather as we're having it at the minute. Let's discuss this further with Dr. Gavin Harper, who studies lithium-ion battery University of Birmingham. Good morning, Gavin.
Good morning, Adam.
Thanks for being with us. Now, obviously we heard from Jamie there, who had a tablet battery explode in his shop. Does this happen very often? Why does this happen?
In the main, lithium-ion batteries are a safe technology. We use them every day, but occasionally failures occur, and I think especially in a mobile phone repair shop, you've often got batteries that have got pre-existing problems or things that have been badly repaired, or someone may have had a device replaced with, say, a counterfeit battery or one that isn't quite up to spec, and some that isn't quite up to spec. And so the thing about this additional heat that we've got at the moment and lithium-ion battery fires is that the heat will exacerbate an existing problem, something that is already there. So if you notice that your mobile phone is swelling, as was said in the news trail, if the screen or the back, you notice that things are getting hotter than usual, there's any sort of heat that you can't explain, or at the later stages, if there's any sort of hissing or crackling noises or any smell being emitted from the device, that's when you know that there's a potential challenge. And I think the thing is that by and large, lithium batteries are safe. Repair shop, you've got a big concentration of risk with lots of batteries, lots of people bringing devices that have got challenges to them.
Why are lithium-ion batteries so important? Because they are in a lot of things, aren't they?
Yeah, of course. I mean, the thing about lithium-ion batteries which makes them great is that they can store a large amount of energy in a small space. And so they're lightweight, they give us devices that last for longer. We want mobile phones that will charge and will run throughout the day. So they're a really, really useful technology on the one hand. And then, of course, larger applications, we're seeing them in electricity and grid scale storage, these really enormous batteries that help us buffer the grid. So I think they're a technology that is here to stay. But it's just people being aware about the challenges of managing them and how to safely use them. So I think when it comes to charging in the heat, don't leave devices in parked cars. The car acts like a greenhouse to concentrate the heat. So be really vigilant. Phones, vapes, power banks, take stuff with you. Don't charge devices when they're already hot. Let them cool first. Don't charge on a bed or in a sofa where you've got additional things that are going to insulate and keep that heat. think about where you're charging. Don't charge your phone by a door or an exit. So if there is a problem with the device, block your route out the house. So I think it's just people being aware and being vigilant and just thinking about the risks and how to manage them.
We've heard that some people have their devices in the fridge or the freezer. I mean, what did you make of that when you heard it?
Yeah, so I think one of the things with lithium-ion batteries is that they're sensitive to thermal shock in terms of the lifetime of the battery. If things go hot and cold very quickly, you risk damaging the battery. But then, as was also said, the potential for water ingress into devices. I don't think that's the right approach. Devices come with their own built-in thermal management software, so if there is a challenge and things start heating up, your phone will turn off features, it will throttle back, it will make the screen dark and do other things to try and cool itself down. But phones don't have active cooling in the way that, say, some electric vehicles do. I think it's more a case of don't leave it in the sun, move it into the shade, put it somewhere, preferably with non-flammable surfaces to enable it to cool down. But yeah, sort of putting things in the fridge or the freezer isn't a great idea.
Thank you very much indeed, Gavin, for joining us this morning. Dr. Gavin Harper from the University of Birmingham, talking about the dangers of devices with lithium-ion batteries overheating, as you heard from that experience of Shropshire Phone Repairs in Wem. There's more of this story on the BBC Shropshire website this morning. I wonder if you've had a similar experience. I had two phones curve out at the back and the batteries go all manner of crazy. I think because I was using a charger that wasn't fit for purpose, and it sort of just expanded the phone and cracked the screen and all sorts, which is a real pain, it has to be said. But maybe you've been trying to follow some tips you've seen online. Let us know this morning. 08000 321 333 on WhatsApp, and start your message with the word Shrop.